You're listening to the Reed Fletcher podcast. I have been thinking about something a lot lately. You hear this concept of diversification a lot when it comes to finance. People say, diversify your portfolio so that if stocks go down, your bonds go up, or diversify your income so that if you lose your job, you've got a second source of income. And I've been thinking about diversifying your sources of joy. I think a lot of people, they get fixated on one source of joy. And for example, like a parent can get fixated on their one source of joy is their kids. And to have that dependence, similar to financial dependence on one source of income, it can derail you when that source is gone. And not only that, it can create a neediness, it can create a sort of emotional grasping that I don't think is very healthy. So just something that's been kind of playing through my mind, diversifying your sources of joy. So you should have the things that give you joy at work, like a purpose. You should feel like you have a mission in life to some extent. And then you should also feel like you're getting joy from the people in your life, the relationships. Your spouse should be a big source of joy. Your kids should be a source of joy. Your friends should be a source of joy. And I feel like once you start leaning too much to any one source, you risk becoming, falling off an emotional cliff. And then this happens to people, when they graduate high school and they don't go out with their bros every weekend or whatever. And that was such a source of joy to them. And now there's a big hole. And I don't know, it just seems like something important to me. Like if you hang out with someone every single day and then they go out of town, you start to feel that kind of, oh, wow, something's missing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I just feel like you should be able to counterbalance the ways that you feel joy. And it's just kind of a way to protect you from neurotic feelings or anything like that. You can kind of see this in relationships. There's this old idea that relationships, you're the center of my world, and people say things like, you're my whole universe, you're the center of my world, I would die without you, I can't live without, I can't see a life without you. And that's always kind of been perceived as a very romantic thing to say, like, you are everything to me. And I get from a literary perspective, it makes sense that would be romantic, like if you were to write about what romance is like. But in your real life, that sort of dependence on a person, that you are reliant on that person for your whole world. They're your one singular source of joy. And not only that, but it's not only the fact that if they were to leave, it would crush you, but it's also unfair to them. It is a pressure on the person in your relationship to be your joy, as if they were somehow living your life for you. And in my opinion, I feel like a relationship should be two as close to complete people coming together, and then together now moving forward, rather than I need you, I'm the light bulb, but you're the outlet, I need you, or whatever, to even feel anything. I'm not one really that subscribes to that. I also think in a way it's almost selfish, right? When the other person in the relationship is everything to you, that means that you can only take, right? Give me love, give me time, give me affection. Give me all of you because I need it, and you're my source of all joy. But if you're coming complete, then you can give. And if you're not afraid of losing, you don't have that neediness that, hey, this is my one source of joy. If I lose this, then I have nothing left. If you don't have that fear, then it's also much easier to give. It's much easier to give love to someone that you're not afraid to lose love from. So, just something I've been thinking about. Diversify your streams of joy. Diversify what makes you feel whole, and you'll be happier, I think. I don't know.